Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the American Dirt Series UMP Modified here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm your host, Tyler Isley. Joining me up in the booth is the one and only Alex Robinson. How you doing tonight?
I'm here. I'm here.
Aren't we all? The man behind all the production tonight is going to be the one and only Glenn Grimm. You heard him last night. He is going to be the producer this evening, so all the graphic stuff are on him, and we appreciate your work, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Try to do my best here for y'all.
Well, as we sit here, set to round out the practice session, about 26 seconds to go here in this hot lap session, Tyson Pankow is holds the fastest lap time so far at 16:53. Jason Salter, Jason Minot, Jason Moore, and Garrett Boyd are your top five so far. Alex, what are you looking forward to this evening as we take on the High Banks in Bristol?
Well, considering I got to watch the UMPs actually when they were at Bristol, they got a bar that was set. I kind of really hope that bar is matched tonight. Especially when I got to watch Kyle Strickler. That made my night. So, I expect it to be a lot of slide jobs, hard racing, fixed setup. It's expected to be hard racing, lower car count tonight, so everyone makes a feature event, which, I think the heat races will be clean, but that feature, just roll the dice.
And with that, we have qualifying underway. The first car on the track, Adam Davis, last night's Big Block Modified feature winner at USA International. Taking us across the start-finish line to take his first lap on the track. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4, and out of turn 4, the bar will be set with 16:99, 16:99 for Adam Davis on lap number 1. Jacob Doak goes second quick at a 17 flat, 17:00. Riley Stewart third, a 17:10. Davis' second lap goes 17:04, so slower than his first lap. And Jacob Doak takes quick time, 16:92, 16:92 on top of the board right now.
So again, you're seeing, the track's still fairly fresh. So I really hope they don't touch the track here. That top side is going to go away, but you see again, right there's Cody Olson going to go right against that cushion right now, setting fourth quick right now. Again, but the top side looks to be the quickest way around the racetrack. Jason Salter goes third quick, now gets knocked down.
We've got a new quick time. Tyson Pankow goes 16:86, 16:86. And he is now on top of the board. Kai Matthews is the guy who knocked Salter out of third. As Kai Matthews finished his second lap at 16:94. Garrett Boyd's second lap, 16:90. That's going to be second quick. And it looks like there's a few cars still to go here on this track. Buddy Ware on the track right now.
Want to give a shout out to Buddy Ware, man. He had a good finish last night in the big blocks we had last night, racing on Speed Demon TV. I believe he finished fifth in that feature.
Yeah, pretty solid run for Buddy Ware. His first qualifying lap goes 17:46. That's the 13th quick right now as the qualifying session has come to an end. Tyson Pankow is your quick time winner this evening as heat race number 1 is set to get going. And Alex, I'll let you go over the grid.
Starting on the pole, the 91 of Tyson Pankow. To the outside, it will be the 117 of Jacob Doak. Row number 2 on the inside, the 10, that's Jason Salter outside. The 6 of Cody Olson. Row number 3, it's the 14 of Jason Minette. To the outside, Robert Tucker. And in your fourth and final row, the 17, that's Buddy Ware. And scheduled to start 8th in the 2, it's Chance Carr.
Yeah, 9 laps of distance here in the heat race at Bristol Motor Speedway, heat race number 1. Sure to be an exciting one if we've seen anything. As you said earlier, upside is going to be the dominant place to be here throughout the night, and it's shown even throughout qualifying how crucial it is to be up there.
So if he made the grid, which I think he doesn't, my car to watch will be the guy starting in that back row, starting in the A spot, the 2. Chance Carr will be my guy to keep my eye on here in heat race number 1. Didn't put down a qualifying time, but starting in the back has a lot of work to do if he wants to start up on one of those front rows for the feature tonight. Again, 8 cars, all 8 will make the feature tonight, but Chance Carr will be my guy to watch here in heat race number 1.
Yeah, I think my guy's going to be the guy starting on the outside of row 2, Cody Olson. Look really quick flying in through. Just going to see what it is as they come out of turn number 4. It looks like they're going to take another lap around under pace.
Pace truck is
out of 3 and 4. Pace truck is in. Green flag's gonna fly. We are underway in heat race action at Speedway.
Pankow, UFO, those 2 going into turn number 1 and 2. That top side, again, keep an eye on there right now, but Pankow holds the bottom side, holds the race lead going back into 3 and 4 now. That 91 machine on the bottom side as it's him and Salter there holding bottom side now, but now Doak, Olson, those 2 on the top side, they're going to take the 1-2 spot.
Yeah, down the back straightaway. Jacob Doak, Cody Olson are your top 2. It looks like Robert Tucker in the 5, labeled as the 5 car. Oh, there's contact. Cars are going to go around. Panko in the inside wall, and thought he was going to hide it. Did a little bit of a rail ride, and that'll be the first caution of the evening. Panko with a lot of damage. Take a look back at that, Alex. What did you see there?
So right now, it was battling up in that top 4 there. 3 wide they go coming out of the corner, and, well, Pankow had 2 choices. It was either slide up, hit the car, or he's going to go into that pit barrier. And, I mean, at the end of the day, I think I'd rather have, half a car left to run this heat race than call it a night.
Yeah, tough start to tonight's action here at Bristol for Tyson Panko. As we see Jason Salter, it looks like he's on pit road currently. So Jacob Doak, your leader, with 6 laps to go. It'll be 5 to go when they take the green flag back. Cody Olson up to 2nd. Jason Minot up to 3rd. And the guy that you had watched for, Chance Carr, up 4 places. He's already in P4. It's going to be a double file restart when they go back racing.
So I like to keep the race fans informed. They're watching us. They're enjoying listening to us. I would hope so. I hope they enjoy listening to us there. But always like to keep them informed. C-Main number 1 is done. And NASCAR star Alex Bowman moves on to the B-Main. I'm kind of excited now. Him and Spencer Basin move on. So that's my 2 big ones there from C-Main. C-Main number 2 is about to go green. But heat race number 1 here, we're going green as well here. And it's, again, Cody Olson, Jacob Doak. That's your front row here. That pace truck ducks off The green flag is back out here in heat race number 1.
Jacob Doe gets a great jump. Going to have Cody Olsen cleared into turn straight away. Cars are around. Chance looks like they all saved it. No, they did not. Jason Minot goes around. It looks like Robert Tucker also involved, and that is our second caution of heat race number 1. Not sure what exactly happened there. We'll have to take a look at it and kind of figure out exactly what went down.
What it looks like there, Icy, is it looks like a little bit of contact between Jason Myatt got contact with, I believe the 8. What I'm seeing is the 8 of the Strickler paint scheme there. Actually, no, he got contact with Chance Carr there.
He got up in a Chance Carr. Carr able to save it. Minot not.
And innocent bystander there of the number 8 machine there. So
that being said, we'll get set. We'll re-rack them and get ready to go once again here in heat number 1.
Right now, I think the only 2 cars not to have damage is your front row on this restart. Everyone else, I think, has damage because a lot of cars got damage on that last caution, just getting collected, wrong place, wrong time, as it always seems to be for some drivers. Wrong place, wrong time, a few of them there. So it's going to be interesting to see what damages play factors here. Again, that front row, that pole position is on the line here in heat race number 1. It's going to be intriguing to see how this ends up.
There will be 4 laps to go when they go back racing here in heat race number 1. Jacob Doak, Cody Olsen, Chance Carr, and Tyson Panko are your top 4 through turns 3 and 4 for the final time here under caution. Pace truck should be pulling off, and they are back racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Doak, Olsen there, single file up on the top side here is, again, that top side single file around. Really hope this track does not get reworked because that top side will disappear at some point tonight. But right now, Doak, Olsen, Carr, your top 3 here. As again, Chance Carr, has damage, but sitting in the 3rd spot, he's up 5 positions so far in heat race number 1.
Yeah, Chance Carr running really well right now around the top side, but Jacob Doak and Cody Olsen look like they're getting close to battling for that lead as they go through 3 and 4. Doak running right up along the wall in the entrance of 3, but cutting it down off of 4, gaining a little bit of time.
Jacob Doak there, Olsen, Salter, your top 3 here. White flag going to be out this time by here for that 117 machine of Jacob Doak. Cody Olsen in the 2nd spot. Will he have anything left for your race leader in that 117 machine of Doak? Into turn 1 and 2. He's gaining ground as we speak here, about 0.19-ish. They're coming into turn 3 and 4. Now Olsen goes bottom side, but it's going to be a close one here at the checker.
What a race to the line. Cody Olsen did not get him. How did he not get him? Jacob Doak takes heat race number 1 in a photo finish. And wow, I wish we could get a replay of that. That was insane.
So heat race number 2. Get it, top heat race number 1. Here's your starting lineup. On the front row, the 21 of Garrett Boyd. To the outside, it's Kyle Matthews in that 20 in that 1 machine. Row number 2, it's going to be the 88. That's Jason Moore and Adam Davis. Nathan Davis and Patrick Calusio will start in a 5th and 6th. And rounding out the field in the 7th spot, the 07, that is Riley Stewart. 7 cars here in heat race number 2. Again, all cars make it into the feature event. But can they top what we just witnessed in heat race number 1?
Yeah, Garrett Boyd, Kai Matthews. Set to go. Looks like Pace Truck's going to pull off here. And out of turn number 4, Garrett Boyd on the throttle. They're going to take the green flag.
Matthews, Boyd, here we go, 2 by 2, they go into turn 1 and 2. Now let's try and make it 3 wide here. Matthews, Moore, and Boyd going at it. Matthews has the run into 3 and 4, has the race lead, but now slide job from Boyd. There, Moore ducks under contact now. Stewart, Davis, and Nathan Davis, Adam Davis, and Riley Stewart all have contact there on lap number 1, but it's all in the pass with Boyd and Matthews sitting 1 and 2.
Yeah, Kai Matthews got a pretty sizable lead right now, about a quarter of a second over Garrett Boyd. Boyd trying to run through the slick, not working out too well for him as he's starting to lose ground to Kai Matthews. Look further through the field, Jason Moore getting pressure from Nathan Davis at the time. Coming out of turn number 4, it is Moore still sitting in 3rd place.
Matthews out in front here. Losing the gap, though, as Boyd running some good times here, putting some good laps together. But keep an eye on Jason Moore in that 3rd spot right now. He's battling it out there with Nathan Davis there, as well as Riley Stewart. That 3-car battle is for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, Kai Matthews leading him down the back straightaway, continuing to try to pull away. Just not quite working for him as he happens to be about 3/10 away, but losing a lot of time down the straightaways as he's running a lower line than Garrett Boyd through the corners as they come down to take 2 laps to go here in just a moment out of turn number 4. Kai Matthews continues to lead.
There you see the pass for that 3rd spot, Nathan Davis and Jason Moore. Now here comes Riley Stewart. Stewart to the inside here, tries to slide up, completes the slider, but here comes Moore back to the inside. Those two side by side here, but white flag coming out this time by 4-year race leader of Kai Matthews.
Kai Matthews going to take it into turn number 1, still getting some from behind by Garrett. Will Boyd be able to make a move in 3 and 4? He's trying to set it up and get a run down the back straightaway for the final time in heat race number 2. Boyd way down to the inside, trying to make it work. Not going to have it. Kai Matthews takes heat race number 2. Garrett Boyd comes in 2nd, Nathan Davis 3rd, Jason Moore 4th, and Riley Stewart rounds out your top 5. And with that, they'll take a 5-minute warm-up, and Alex, if you want to go over tonight's feature information.
So 30 laps will be on the docket here. It looks like they will keep the track how it is, which makes my night very happy. This track has worn and tore just enough that this will be a racy track. That bottom side will be well, top side will be well. But again, 30 laps of distance. All cars made it into the feature here tonight. Again, you got to be grateful if you're one of these drivers with the low car count that you don't have to worry about running a B main to make it into the show here. But 5 minutes to get some wear and tear on this racetrack here. It should be time for racing. 30 laps again on the docket here as you see an aerial view. Bottom side is there. Top side is there still as well. Middle, that's gone. That's slick. I think there's going to be sliders galore. But again, with a fixed setup, everyone running the same thing, you got to be very clear of those sliders or it can end very poorly and end your night.
Yeah, Alex, and with that being said, I mean, you talked about the top and bottom both having a line. We saw it through heats 1 and 2, though. The bottom didn't really seem to have the same kind of luster that we would think it would, I guess, for a track that's this big and full throttle. So when you talk about these slide jobs having to be precise, it really is going to be an interesting battle to see who's going to be able to make the bottom work and who's going to be able to get around the guys who are riding around the top. Got about 3 minutes to go here in this hot lap session before tonight's main event. Keep in mind, after the feature here with the UMP Modified, stick around with us. The Cincy Speed late models will be up next, and they'll be running at USA International, which sounds like it's going to be a very, very fun event after last night's Big Block Modified feature at USA as well.
So what I've gauged from the 2 races here tonight, we're just going to asphalt tracks and we told them throw some dirt on and we're going to run them.
It's possible, but after heat race 1's finish, have a hard time saying it's a wrong decision.
Knock on wood, if you jinx the rest of this night, it is not going to be pretty. But while we have time, I will tell you something. It's really fun over the past few weeks. When you look here on the iRacing server, everyone says, oh, it's a simulator, it's a game, whatever one you want to say it is. But the people on here, you can run into a lot of real-life drivers. And especially, when the weeks come by, NASCAR opening up. So that's, you got NASCAR drivers running their races. You can always see, some of those are locked. But Dale Earnhardt Jr., Chase Elliott, William Byron, Tony Stewart, all those guys on this server. Then on the dirt side, you look with that Chili Bowl race that's happening right now. You have guys like Mason Hannigan, who was at the Tulsa Shootout. He's in the World of Outlaw Pro Series, as well as Logan Rumsey. Those two battled out with some of the best names in dirt racing. Donnie Schatz, we've seen on here. Last year's Schuhart. So again, if you're thinking about buying this service, it is one of the best, because guess what? Don't have the money to afford a real-life race car, this is second to none. Drives pretty much like it. That's why these guys are on here. Phenomenal service on the iRacing service. And there's more dirt tracks in store. They've released that. I'm happy. I know a lot of dirt fans are happy. Port Royal, I-55, and Lucas Oil dirt track on tap, as well as the dirt rallycross track at Lucas Oil. I'm excited for this year of 2022. You never know what iRacing's going to throw, and it's going to be great. But again, if you are questioning it, I know I'm very happy that I bought it. I'll ask Mr. Isley, what do you think of this service? Because I think I've had it longer than you. What's your opinion of this service so far?
Yeah, and it's somebody who's coming up on about 7-8 months now. Been amazing. It's kind of a surreal experience. You get to jump in the leagues, run with people who from all around the world, and get to find out what everybody is really about here. And it's always such a cool time. Now there are some toxic areas, but for the most part, it's a very welcoming servers all around. You talked about I-55. That is my favorite dirt track that is not in Ohio, and I look extremely forward to being able to race there, as that ends it for our warm-up session. And with that, here is your starting lineup for tonight's feature event.
Starting on the pole in the 117, it's Jacob Doak. To the outside in the 1, it's Kai Matthews.
Yeah, and row number 2, you got the number 6 of Cody Olson, and on the outside of him, the 21, Garrett.
Jason Salter will start on the inside of row number 3. To the outside, it's Nathan Davis.
Row number 4, you'll see Chance Carr on the inside, and that number 2 machine, and on the outside would be Jason 88.
Robert Tucker starts in that 9th spot. To the outside in the 07, it's our Aussie friend of Riley Stewart.
Row number 6 sees Buddy Ware in the 17 and Adam Davis in the 12.
And in the 13th spot, we will have Jason Minette, then Patrick Colusio, and rounding out the field, he set quick time, had a tough heat race, number 1, looking to regroup. That's Tyson Pankow. So, 15 cars to take the green flag here tonight. It's going to be an interesting one. 30 laps, going to get feisty. This track is in perfect condition for a good A main event.
Yeah, cars rolling around the speedway now. See Jacob Doak and Kai Matthews, as you said, going to lead them to green. Cody Olson and Garrett Boyd. I'm really looking to eyes are on Garrett Boyd in that 21. So maybe make his way up front as they take the 1-to-go signal at the line.
So let's see. I'm rolling the dice. I want green, white. I want green to checkered. I'm gonna say green, white, checkered because that's usually my curse on broadcast.
We will see rolling on the back straightaway and tightening them up. Set to get rolling here out of turn number 4. A-Struck going to pull off here momentarily. And with that, it is showtime at Bristol Motor Speedway. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Jacob Doak leads them down into turn number 1.
Doak, Matthews, top side, he goes. Doak on the bottom side. We're going to get an early feed here as there comes Boyd now trying to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. And again, look, that top-bottom side, there's really no difference right now. Both cars evenly matched. Matthews, though, going to lead lap number 1.
Yeah, Matthews out front here after 1 lap. But pulling away, and look at who's battling for second right now. It looks like Garrett Boyd going Jacob Doak to take second away.
Slide job there from Boyd. Now Doak trying to hold on to at least third there because Nathan Davis right behind there. But Matthews putting on a clinic so far here. You know, only 3 laps going to be in the book. But Matthews, ever since that start, he's been on the top side. He's been dominant, and he's going to lead the first 3 laps of this 30-lap A-main event.
Matthews tagged the wall through 3 and 4. And usually it's not too bad with the right rear, but it looked like it slowed him down just a bit. But able to catch up slightly. Not enough though. Oh, he's in the wall again. Not gonna matter. He's still gonna get the run off of 4, but Garrett Boyd is close again.
As now you see Boyd closing in here on your race leader. That battle for third is heating up as well with Doak, Davis, and Moore. You see that in the back of your screen right now. Doak in the middle of the raceway, but Davis and Moore, are right there as well. And then you have Stewart and Olsen as well. So that battle for the third spot can heat up any time now, as you see side-by-side action still going on there as well as for the race lead.
Yeah, Garrett Boyd trying to get around Guy Matthews. Not quite going to get the move completed out of turn number 4. Want to take a quick moment to point out Tyson Panko up 5 spots early on. He's up to 10th place. Adam Davis as well trying to battle for 8th to make himself up 4. So Garrett Boyd and Kai Matthews continuing to battle for the lead.
Battles going on here. Matthews and Boyd. Boyd now cannot get that run that he needs to get by Matthews. He's going to have to look for a slide job soon. Runs a slider line there. Tries to get the run still. But Matthews on the top side looking sharp here as there is Boyd in the middle running the slider line still. Not getting the run he needs. The entry looks sharp. The bottom side on the entry is good. But the top side, he needs to get there. It looks like a slider is the only way he'll be able to knock off that one machine.
Caution on the speedway with 22 laps to go. Not exactly sure why or what happened. Looks like Chan's car went around.
We'll take a look at it right here. Little contact from Tyson Pankow right there. It might have been net code.
Yeah, it looked like he got in the back of him there. So Panko claiming it looks like he's going to go to the back of the field. I have something going extremely wrong with my stuff right now, so yeah, a second.
So we go back to the green flag. Matthews now looks like they will not have choice here. Usually dirt, sometimes leader has choice of if he wants to start top or bottom, or they'll go Delaware double file. If it's Delaware double file, leader will be out by himself. And second place can choose top or bottom. It looks like Delaware double file. I'm not 100% sure as wave around car comes around there. But I don't know if it's Delaware double file or not. Now it doesn't look like it. I was kind of hoping it would be. But it's going to be one to watch here.
When they take the green flag, there will be 21 laps to go. Tyson Panko does go back to the back of the field, so he is now in what was a great run. He was up to 7th place, almost into the top 5, as a matter of fact. He falls all the way back to 13th, and we'll have to restart and make his way back up. Still a lot of time, though. He was up tremendously from the start of the feature. We'll see how it turns out for him. down the back straightaway for the final time. And out at turn number 4, they will be green once again on the speedway. It'll be Matthews, Boyd, Doak, Moore, Stewart, and Davis, your top 6, as Kai Matthews takes a...
Matthews goes topside here as he gets the run where he wants to be. Almost 3 wide for the second spot. There's Boyd, Doak, and it looks like Moore there as well. Riley Stewart now trying to make a run in the third spot as we speak here. But again, oh, Boyd clips the wall, and it looks like caution in the air yet again.
Yeah, caution back on the speedway. Looks like Jason Minot and Patrick Cuccio. I'll have to get a replay and check on what exactly happened.
A lot of checkup in front of him, honestly. In front of Jason Minette there. Before that actually even happened, he was checking up in front of, I believe it was the the 88 of Jason Moore checked up and checked everybody up on the high line there.
Alright, we will have 20 to go next time, or when they take the green flag. And so with 10 laps completed, Alex, what are you looking at, or what are you looking for the finish this race?
Garrett Boyd's going to need to throw a slide job. I've come to that conclusion. The 10 laps, top side's there, bottom entry is there. I think the entry is quicker than the top side. I think the exit of the top side is where you want to be. So it's going to be a slide job. He's going to have to throw it. I wouldn't say he has to do it now, but with 10 laps in the book, it's going to close in now. Only 20 laps to go. He's shortening up that leash where he's going to have to do something. And especially when you have pressure from behind you, it's either going to be make or break time. You got to do it soon. You got to do it right, though.
And once again, it'll be Matthews, Boyd, Doak, Moore, Stewart, your top 5. Matthews takes a green flag once again.
Matthews
Boyd
goes.
Go
ahead. Matthews is on the top side there. Boyd goes bottom side yet again. Still running a slider line there, as again, not getting fully up on the top side for the exit here, which is costing him time there. As again, 17.4 to 17.5. It doesn't look like that big of a difference, but trust me, it's a big difference here. And if you do it constantly, it's going to cost you more time. But that caution comes out perfect timing for Boyd yet again.
Yeah, caution back out on the speedway. Not fully sure what happened there. I'm having a really hard time with my have some technical difficulties on my end.
Looks like it was between Nathan Davis, I believe. He tagged the wall in front of Patrick Collier and just lost it. He never really made contact, just spun in front of the field. Nobody had contact in that instant there.
With that caution, another update from Tulsa at the Chili Bowl. Emerson Axum wins his C main. Pennsylvania ringer Alex Bright going on to the B main as well. And you know what? It's really funny. He's one. Emerson Axum is one of those guys. It's really funny how I've watched him race when PA Midget Week was going on. Got to watch him race that week. And then that Sunday, so they finished theirs on Saturday. That Sunday, I come on going to call a race, and there sits Emerson Axum and get to announce a race on iRacing that involves Emerson Axum. So, again, it's really – we got the best seat. I will admit that. We got the best jobs here on iRacing because we could go watch a guy on a weekend show, turn it back around, sit here and call a race, and guess what? You're calling one of the best guys and one of the best young midget drivers in the nation. And it's once, it's fun.
Yeah, it is absolutely awesome. Here we go, though. It looks like the pace truck's going to pull off once again, and Kai Matthews lead him to the green again. Takes off. Boyd got a really good jump on that restart. He's going to stay to the outside of Matthews down to 1 through turns 1 and 2. Matthews going to be able to slide up in front of Boyd, but Boyd looks like he's going to try to turn down underneath once again. Slide job incoming. Boyd going to make it stick. He's going to have the lead at the line.
Now, here's the question. Can he do it this time and get in front? No, he can't. Matthews gets the run, and now Boyd gets past for the second spot. Again, it was showed here at that slide job. You needed to move all the way up to that top groove right against that cushion, because now battle for the second spot. You got Boyd, you got Doak, you got Moore, you got Salter, all gaining for that second spot. The only one that's gaining ground, well, that's Kai Matthews in that top spot.
Yeah, Kai Matthews starting to pull away here as Boyd and Doak battle. Doak's going to clear him off of turn number 4, give Jacob Doak second place. And Garrett Boyd going to try to have to bounce back here and get himself back in position. 15 laps to go, 14 next time by. And it is now Matthews, Doak, and Boyd, your top three.
So now you see, with that battle for the second spot, Matthews has over a half a second lead on the second spot of Doak right now, and you can see right there that gap. That gap was not there before that battle between Doak and Boyd came about. You see now Boyd, who was right there behind the leader, who was on the inside side by side with the leader a few laps ago, is now a second behind Matthews. Matthews, well, he's showing what we've all known, and that is that exit of the top side, especially on 3 and 4, is the reason why he's still leading this race.
Caution back out on Speedway. Looks like Nathan Davis involved in the accident.
As we take a look here. Oh, contact between him and look, really 99 there. See, rolls her, takes her to pit road.
Want to point out Tyson Panko running really well right now. Actually, let's take a look here. Waiting for it to cycle back through. Looks like Panko's running an 8th right now, which is a really good bounce back from him getting sent to the back of the field earlier after the previous accident.
He's sitting about plus 7-ish. I think it's plus 7 spots so far, you know, after starting in the back. So, good run, but I don't know if anyone's going to be able to contest Matthews. We're closing in on 10 to run. And again, now it's going to come down to Doak. Can Doak do what Boyd couldn't? And that is throw the slider, make it stick on the top side, and not get drove around. I understand you want to give him the top line there and leave him room, but you had the room to pass him. And I think right now he is sitting there questioning his decision of what did he do wrong when he had the chance for the race lead there. Now, again, it's always a flip of a coin. You always are going to question if you did it right or if you didn't do it at all.
Yeah, we'll take the green flag once again with 11 laps to go. Not sure why they hadn't been doing that. Looks like they had Siegel, or I believe they had. No, they hadn't. My mistake. I'm way off. Sorry, technical difficulties are screwing me up tonight. But when they take the green flag, it'll be 11 laps to go. Kai Matthews on the inside. A new challenger on the front row, Jacob Doak, going to make an attempt to try to get around Matthews, who's led, I believe, so far flagged the first, 18 laps of this feature. And continuing here, 11 to go. He gets up to the high side through 1 and 2. In the wall a little bit. Not sure how that's going to work for him. Looks like he's all right as Doak clears Boyd in the second place. And coming to 10 laps to go, caution's going to be out once again.
Yeah, I kind of saw that coming off the start. They got a big bobble in the back of the field. I thought they saved it. Let's take a look back here. It looks like it started with Chance car here. Yeah, just a bobble. Actually, with Chance car, it was the 8 machine there, and then Chancellor's got in the middle of it. Hard lick to the outside roll as he rolls it down the track.
Alex. As they come back around, it'll be 10 to go when they... Has anything changed in your mind for what you think should happen, or how you think the track's going to continue to wear out?
No, nothing has changed in my mind of what you need to do to pass Matthews. I don't think anything's going to change with the track drastically in the 10 laps. That's going to make a big difference. I could be wrong. That bottom side could get quick, real quick, or that top should go away. I've called races where in the 5 laps left, the top side has gone away, and the bottom side won the race from someone just catfishing. You never know. But I think I'll take the words from a good friend of mine. I think it's time to just slide or die at this point.
Yeah, and we're about to find out. They will take the green flag. Garrett Boyd back on the front row, joined by Matthew. Jacob Doak third, and Jason Moore in fourth. So here we go. Green flag back in the air. Matthews out front again.
As we go back to the green flag, you see Matthews on the top side there. Boyd and Doak side by side. Not what either one of these drivers wanted to do right now is battle for the second spot here when trying to chase down the race leader. You see Boyd now running a small slider line yet again. Laps closing down here. Can Boyd hold on to second and let alone catch up to your race leader?
Boyd looks like he's making up just slight bits of time with this little, looks like he's running almost a slider line here. It's gaining time through the corner, but losing so much off. Got to find something different, but it's just not working as we have 8 laps to go. Boyd not quite able to make the move, and Doak is starting to catch up and put some pressure on his rear end.
So right now, I hate to say it, Boyd desperately needs a caution right now if he wants any chance of catching up to Matthews. Matthews, though, those restarts have been key for him of lately, and that's where he gets his starts and his jumps. And right now, the gap is well, slightly widening there. But now Boyd closing, he's closing the gap, but he's also widening it from Doak, so it's going to be interesting here with 5 to run.
Yeah, we see it's about a half second from Matthews to Boyd, but Jacob Doak right on the tail of Boyd, just not quite able to get around him at the time. Matthews continued to pull away. We have 5 laps to go. Boyd and Doak now stuck in a battle for second. Doak going to try to slide up. A little bit of contact. Both of them keep it straight. Jacob Doak move him up to second. As Boyd's going to try to get back underneath him. Not going to happen. 4 laps to go. Kai Matthews over a second ahead.
Now, again, this battle for second and third is now what you're going to keep your eye on with Doak, Boyd, and Moore now in the picture as well. As let's talk about going in the top 5. Adam Davis, he's 6 spots up. He started 12th. He's in 6th right now. He's closing in on 5th. So he's one to keep your eye on here. As, again, that top 5, anyone else from 2nd to 5th, those are still up for grabs.
Yeah, Kai Matthews continuing to lead here as Adam Davis and Tucker both battling, but Davis 2 laps to go for Matthews as he continues to extend his lead over Doak and Boyd.
Matthews, you saw there, closed in on lap traffic, but I think he just got around easily enough. Doak and Boyd are sitting 2 and 3. White flag is out for your race leader of Kai Matthews. Doak is going to have to throw a Hail Mary and hope and pray there's a mistake by your race leader right now. Matthews gets through 1 and 2. Here he comes through 3 and 4. He started on the front row. He led all 30 laps. He takes home the win here at the dirt track Bristol. It is Kai Matthews, Doak, Boyd, your top 3, and then Moore and Davis, your top 5. But what a show from that number 1 machine of Kai Matthews.
Yeah, Kai Matthews really dominant throughout the evening here tonight. As with that, we're going to get ready to bring our top 3 up to the booth. See who's all in here.
As I was going to say, guys, it looked like something happened. I didn't get to see it, but Tyson Pankow actually finished 12th. He lost a lot of spots in the last 5 laps. I don't know exactly what happened to him. But he would have been the hard charger tonight, man, coming from almost the back of the field all the way up.
Yeah, hard charger award is actually going to go to Robert Tucker, who finds himself in 6th at the end of this thing up. With that, though, we're going to bring in our 3rd place finisher, Garrett Boyd. A really, really solid run for you tonight. Unfortunately, you come home 3rd when you were at times battling for the lead. What do you think you would have needed to be able to get around Matthews there at the end?
Not getting the left front knocked off the car helps. That was pretty much the nail in the coffin. The steering was pretty much bent at that point, and couldn't get into the corner as good as I'd like. But it's always fun racing with Kai. He's fast. It's kind of hard to keep up with times. Thought I had him there. I kind of threw like a bonsai slider, and it upset the car, and I didn't feel like running it to the wall and messing him up too. So 3rd's not bad, and we'll move on to the super late models, I guess.
All right, man. Alex, you got any questions?
I got nothing.
All right, Garrett, anybody you'd like to thank this evening?
I got to thank Speed Demon, you guys for putting that on, obviously, and then Cody and those guys for running this deal.
All right, man. Well, a great run nonetheless to finish 3rd. Just seeing you in the late model.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
That was Garrett Boyd, your 3rd place finisher, and now coming up into the booth, we're going to be talking to Jacob Doak, tonight's 2nd place finisher. And Jacob, you at times looked like you were going to be able to catch up and get around Matthews, especially early on in the feature. What was it like, especially kind of dealing with like track position and being stuck back in the field? You know, you were in 3rd and 4th at times. So what was it like for you throughout the race?
This track, you just need to have a lot of patience. And in this setup in particular, it was very crucial to keep momentum, keep the car super straight. It sucks that I got together there with Garrett, but it is what it is. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to scare him, psych him out a little bit, make him check up. But tried to leave him a lane. Other than that, it was great racing.
All right, Alex, you got anything for?
Nope.
All right, Jacob, anybody you'd like to thank this evening?
Just everybody over at ADM and everybody let me do this. Thank you, man.
All right, that's Jacob Doak, your tonight's 2nd place finisher. And with that, we're going to bring in Kai Matthews. And Alex, I'm going to let you.
So, coming home with the win, Kai Matthews, and you got to talk about it, pure dominance. You really didn't have, anyone battling with you. You had a few attempts there, but I think you held the top line, and it was either slide or die, and they didn't take the move, and, well, pure dominance.
Yeah, I think Garrett was actually probably a little quicker than me early. I saw him kind of throw a half slider a couple times, and he could have easily pushed the issue, and I appreciate him running me clean. But this track gets so fast and wound up around the top that it's hard to pull a slider off. And I was hoping that bottom would slick off, and it did. And momentum just wins here.
Well, that momentum on the top side, it covered a lot of ground, but the restarts, we got to talk about those, because every single restart you had a leg up, because being the leader, you got to go when you wanted, and it showed. Was there any change in the starts, or was it the same consistent starting spot?
I tried to take off the same spot. Here you can kind of get halfway, 3/4 way up the track, and when you take off, if you're leading, you can kind of just drive straight down the track and pick up a little jump on the rest of the guys because they can't follow you down like that. But it worked out pretty good. So I was worried about Garrett getting a big run off the top there for a while on those restarts, and then kind of pulling the slider going in the first corner. But luckily I held on for it.
Well, we know you got a lot of great people backing up this car, so take some time and thank them for another win here tonight.
Yeah, the guys over at Cincy Speed, Shane, Brad, and Darren, Sugar Dog Creative, Dexter Ag, Karen's Custard and Hamburgers, and RKM Sets.
I forgot with you guys. You always, every one of you, bring up custard and hamburgers, and it makes me hungry.
Yeah, it's good. Everybody should check it out.
Well, that is your winner here tonight, the One Machine of Kai Matthews.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, guys. We're gonna be hoping you guys stick tuned here. We're gonna be taking a 5 to 10 minute break here to get everything ready for the next race. You guys stay tuned here, and again, thank you to WFO Race Engines for sponsoring these UMP Modifieds here tonight. Next up will be your Cincy Super late models here going at USA International Speedway. Stay tuned.
Alright, I'll be right back. I need to fix this.
Congratulations on becoming a member with us here at iRacing.com. This video is designed to help introduce you to the service and, most importantly, to get you on the track. Throughout this how-to series, we'll walk you through everything that iRacing has to offer. Soon, you'll feel at home among the best online community in the sim racing world.
My F-150's working even when I'm not, with an available max payload of 3,270 pounds and max towing of 13,200 pounds. It's nice to know I have a truck I could count on. The Ford F-150.
What if you could control the web with your mind? What if telekinesis was real? An interface for the same exact CSS properties used by the world's top designers and developers. What if you could learn to build and launch entire sites using this tool? What would you do with all this power? And then we'd cut to the...
That was the take.
Yeah.
Check Figma.
Was that?
Check Figma.
Did you update
I
the
updated the design again.
Of course you did.
He's upset because my designs are better than his.
And because redoing the course, it'll take days.
It'll I don't say that word.
Well, let me show you the end of the trailer.
Greener.
Oh, no, that's just the first part.
Hello there, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel again here at Front Seat Racing. I am very glad to be back. I am back with the tech video. It's been almost 1 year since I did my last one, and this one is all about
Congratulations on becoming a member with us here at iRacing.com. This video is designed to help introduce you to the service and, most importantly, to get you on the track. Throughout this how-to series, we'll walk you through everything that iRacing has to offer. Soon, you'll feel at home among the best online community in the sim racing world.
Okay, so to join a league session as a spectator, you need to go to the web homepage. You click Find Official, you hover over Find Official Races, go down to Watch Ghost Cruise Spot, and then go down again to League Races. Click that. Once the next screen loads, you can see down the bottom we've got a current one running at the moment. Pair of binoculars, watch now, click watch now, and that puts you in the session and you're able to do whatever you like in that session without anybody realising you are there. Thank you.
Once you have decided to race, you need to plan ahead, since races are run at specific times. As an example, for the Mazda Cup Series, race sessions are run every hour on the hour. Register by selecting a race time and wait until the race session starts. You have the option to drive in an ongoing practice session in the meantime. Once it's time for the race session to begin, we'll automatically switch you over. This will reload the track. You'll be entered into a short practice session while everyone joins. Once the time is up, you'll be entered into your qualifying session. In qualifying, you'll drive 2 timed laps. Your fastest lap time will determine your position for the starting grid. If you choose not to qualify, you'll be placed in the back of the grid. Once the qualifying session ends, click the green grid button to move to your starting position. In standing starts, wait for the green light to appear and simply begin your race. For rolling starts, you will follow the pace car for 1 or 2 laps before the race begins. Your spotter will tell you who to follow. There is no passing allowed during pace laps. Once the pace car pulls away, wait for the green light to appear and begin your race. Remember, consistent and clean laps should be your goal when in a race session. Now, taking the podium on your first race is no easy task. This is a competitive virtual sport. Rising through the ranks is hard work and takes practice. Take some time to check out our basic training series, which guides you through how to pursue a successful and rewarding race career with us.
Hello.
Congratulations on becoming a member with us here at iRacing.com. This video is designed to help introduce you to the service and, most importantly, to get you on the track. Throughout this how-to series, we'll walk you through everything that iRacing has to offer. Soon, you'll feel at home among the best online community in the sim racing world.
In the last video, we went through the black box system and how to control and move around the boxes. In this video, we'll touch on each black box, what they control, what information they show, and how you can use them to your advantage. The lap timing box gives you an overview of the session you are racing in and is the homepage of the black box system. During practice and qualifying sessions, lap timing displays your current lap number, position by speed, remaining time in the session, current lap time, last lap time, best lap time, and current incident count. After moving into a race session, the lap timing box expands to include the interval to the drivers in front and behind your car, recorded at the start-finish line, and your current position in the race. In rallycross sessions, you can also find Joker lap information here, showing how many Joker laps you took and how many you are required to take during the race. The standings box displays all the drivers that are currently in a session, sorted by the fastest lap times during practice and qualifying, and by position at the start-finish line during a race. In a multi-class field, the different classes are indicated by a colored box around the car number. You can scroll up and down the standings by using your increment and decrement hotkeys or by using your mouse wheel. The relative box displays all the drivers that are currently in a session and their proximity to your car. You are always shown in orange text, and your time is always 0.0. Cars with a negative time are behind you on track, and positive times are cars in front of you. A name in white indicates a driver is on the same lap as you. A name in red indicates a driver is a lap or more ahead of you in the race, while a name in blue indicates a driver is a lap or more behind you in the race. A name that is transparent on the relative box means they are on pit road. In rallycross sessions, a name highlighted in blue indicates the driver is currently taking their joker lap. An icon also...
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with the super late models with Alex Robertson and Tyler Icy. You guys back, brothers?
I'm here.
Yep, sure are. We got about 8 minutes left here in the hot lap session here at USA International, and just kind of looking at it here, it's going to be exciting to watch the track develop, and I think it's going to start to slick off, take some rubber, and some line's going to move up the track, especially from what we saw last night with the big blocks. Alex, what are you looking forward to most here this evening with the super late models?
If you want to talk about tricky tracks, you talk about USA and Williams Grove. This track, it could be top, it could be bottom, but you gotta be careful with what you throw here. It's not like Bristol where it's the high banks or, Eldora. It's a little flatter and it's a lot tougher to hold your line down those long straightaways.
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting night here. Through the first half of the hot lap sessions, it looks like Kai Matthews is your fastest so far with a 21.21. And next fastest is over a tenth slower. That is right.
Drivers, and I'll tell you what, Matthews has shown it tonight, winning the UMPs in, dominating, and now setting quick time here in practice by a good margin. I think he's the favorite, and but again, looks like about maybe, let's see, I think 14 cars maybe in the pit area.
Got 16 right
16 cars in the pit area. So again, 2 heats. Everyone makes the show. So it should be, again, it should be quick, harmless heat races as long as nobody tries to force issues. And it's
yeah, it should be an exciting night of racing. Honestly, this looks like it's going to be a really, really good time.
The disappointing thing is every time I say it should be a, harmless heat race, never is. We're going to knock on wood and we're going to hope right now.